Break 19. This is Raccoon's Radio Ranch.
Hi there everyone, and welcome to Raccoon's Radio Ranch. I'm your host, Raccoon. If this is your first time here, please do me a big favor and smack the thumbs up to like the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the little bell icon in order to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And be sure to share this video with all your friends. Now let's jump into the video. Hey there everyone, welcome back to Raccoon's Radio Ranch. If this is your first time here, please hit the like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. I've been involved in the radio hobby for about 40 years now. Over that time, I have had a lot of radios. So in this video, I decided I'd show you 5 of my favorite CB radios that I've owned over the years. These are radios that I have personally owned. This isn't a top 5 list. There's no number 1 and there's no number 5. Just a list of 5 of my favorite radios. So let's get going. First up in the list is the President Dwight D. There's nothing special about the President Dwight D. In fact, it's an AM-only 40-channel CB base station that's made by the President Electronics Corporation. So then why is that in my top 5 favorite radios list? Because like any other radio made by President Electronics, it's an excellent performing radio. This is a 40-channel AM-only base station that does well on both transmit and receive. I have over the past used an Antenna Specialist Starduster and a black bass D104 static mic with this radio. And I've also had on a IMAX 2000 and an Antron 99. And I used an Astatic D104 Silver Eagle with it. And each and every time, I've always had excellent reports with that radio. Next up is the RCA Copilot 14T302. Again, this is just another 40-channel CB radio that was made in the 70s. And other than my Galaxy Pluto that I used to use in the mobile, this is one of the best sounding radios that I've used in the mobile, best performing radios as well. The RCA Copilot 14T302 is a 40-channel radio with upper and lower sideband capabilities. And all I've ever used with this radio is a Wilson 1000 antenna and an Astatic Road Devil. And I have been heard as far as 20 miles away on the AM side and 30 miles away on the sideband side. Next up is the Cobra 142 GTL base station. Unfortunately, I do not own one of these radios anymore. Like a fool, I let this one go. This was always a good performing radio for me. This is another AM single sideband 40-channel radio. With the Cobra 142 GTL, I used a Sedelta Echo Master Plus and a high-gain Super Penetrator base antenna. And I talked all over the place with this radio, and even made a few contacts in England with it. Next up is the President Washington base station. President Washington base station is also a 40-channel AM single sideband radio. It was made by the President Electronics Corporation. With my President Washington, I have used an IMAX 2000 and an Astatic D104 Silver Eagle microphone. And as a setup, those always matched up really well because I've always gotten good reports with that setup. And last but not least in my list is Cobra 2000 GTL. We'll start off by saying, just look at the radio. It's a gorgeous radio with the frequency counter, the meters, the way it shines. It improves anybody's radio room. Not to mention that it has not only one, but two external speakers with it, making it so much easier to hear those long distance contacts that you're making when you're shooting skip. Now, speaking of shooting skip, if you have the right antenna and the right microphone with this radio, you'll make plenty of contacts in skip land. So that is my list of 5 of my favorite CB radios that I've owned over the years. But we're not going to end right here. I thought I'd take a quick moment and list some honorable mentions. Radios that I didn't own, but I've known people that did own, and I have talked on them, and I know they're good radios. And the first radio on our list is a DAC Mark 10, which is an excellent looking radio that performs very well, sounds good, looks good, and receives very well. Then we have the ARF 2001. I've talked on one of these radios many times, and they've always been an excellent performing little radio. Then we have a Browning Golden Eagle. Few people in my area have talked on these radios, and they've always sounded very good. Then we have the Colt Excalibur. I've known a couple people that have owned these as well, and these have always been a good sounding radio that performed very well. And last but not least in this list is the Tram D201. These radios have always been a good performer too. I had a friend that owned one of these and he loved it. So that is 5 of my honorable mentions for this list. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up and like the video, and be sure to share it with all your friends and family. Click the subscribe to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.